Let's do it.
We're live.
Alive and ready to go.
Live and ready to roll.
All right, let's go out there and see what mess we can get into in the rain out there.
It's only 10 o'clock and I feel like I've been through hell and back already. It's only 10:30. So I was coming out here to check was to see we have to cut this wall down to match the grade in the bottom of the pool. So what we came out here to do to see if the crew got out here, you had to cut this down. As you can see, we started putting the form boards up. This right here is going to be the top of the beam. It's a lot higher than what you would see because this pool is actually a box onto its own self. So it's going to stand alone. It's not actually in the ground. It's above ground inside of a solid formed and poured cast in place footer box. So to be able to hit our grades on across the bottom here, we got to cut this down to match the slope of the bottom of the pool because the pool is center deep. So the guys didn't get out here yet, so we can make some phone calls on the way to our next stop to see where they're at. I know today's rainy. Rainy days in Florida are kind of like snow days up north, so sometimes they get a little scared and don't want to come out in the rain. So we're going to go ahead and make some phone calls and see where they're at and see if they'll get out here tomorrow so we can keep forming this thing up and keep it moving. So let's go ahead and hop in the truck and let's get to the next one.
I mean, you got a towel though, right?
No.
I got one.
No, I don't.
I got one. I got one. I got for you.
Because there's no, I mean, this is stored close, so I know I can grab one if I needed to.
No, I know. I got one now, or I'm going to give you Brinley's blanket.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brinley. I'll just go talk.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll be there in 13 minutes.
All right, I'll see you in a minute.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Well, it's better than I thought. What do you think, Craig? You got your swimsuit on?
Yeah.
Jump in there?
I'll go in there. I got sweats.
To help Trey, since he's freaking out with how cold it is.
I got you.
Well, look, it is dropping as we drive throughout the day.
Do you want to give us an update, the call you got this morning?
Yeah, so we got a call this morning that a pool service showed up to a pool and the pool was empty. We called Trey. He got out there immediately. It's not empty. It's just a little bit low. So he's in there right now with dive gear, doing leak detection, trying to see where it's coming from. But due to where the water level is at, we kind of have an idea where it's at. So kind of really focused it on to one area to make it easy to find where we got to start looking. So we're going to get over there in the next 12 minutes and see what we find. And hopefully it's a quick, easy find, quick, easy fix, and get this pool filled back up.
So we're going to hop back here. We're meeting with Trey, which is here.
Pool, right?
Yeah, he's in the pool already. So we're going to see where this leak's at and see if we can try to find it and get it resolved real quick. You didn't make it in yet?
I was already in. I already found it.
Oh, you found it?
If you want to go where he's at?
Is it the plug, like I said?
No. So you see that? It's like a rock right at that T?
Yeah.
That's a hole.
All right, so we made it out here. Trey found out what the issue was. So a rock ended up piercing through the main drain pot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get it patched up for today to get it to stop losing any more water. And then tomorrow we'll get out here, get the repair done. All right, what's up, guys? We had to make a quick pit stop over here to our really good friend Palazzo's house. We had to do a quick walk around with the tile crew to look at some of the repairs that we need to do to get the grout lined back up where it needs to be to meet that expectation that we have for this project. So we went over all the repairs, cleaning, the whole nines that we need, and he's going to go ahead and take a look at things, look at the schedule, and see when we can get out here to get this thing wrapped up, get it all cleaned up, get the grout redone, and make this thing really pop and get it wrapped up together. So let's hop in the truck. We'll go to our next stop. This one's checked off the list. Let's do it. All right, so as we were driving, we promised it last week that we would make a stop out to a taco truck. We were driving, we found a taco truck for lunch. We're gonna hop out, check it out, see how it is, and we'll give you guys a rating on what our thought is. And then next week, like I said before, drop a comment on where you think is gonna be a next spot we should try, so we can see who's gonna have the best taco joints in town. So let's go ahead and hop out of the truck. We're pulling up here now and see what we find.
What'd you get?
Is that a camera?
Oh, it's a nice camera. Thanks, bro. What'd you order?
We did chicken tacos and the carne asada tacos. All right. First bite test. Let's see if we can pick it up. Nice size. No flopping going on there. Let's see what we got. Good. Not too greasy. Not too spicy. Taco's not falling apart. Still solid on the wind there. Good mixture between meat, cheese, and lettuce. This is like your old traditional style, not your street taco style. But so far, I'd rank this into like the 8.2 so far.
8.2.
8.2 so far on this one. It's our first stop, so we're starting with 8.2.
Yeah, you can't shoot too high.
Nope.
For it.
Can't do too high the first time, so we gotta start with a good baseline, then we'll see where we kind of keep progressing.
8.2, I mean, that's a solid score.
It is. We're gonna go ahead and start heading to our last 2 stops of the day. Even though we eat lunch, we gotta keep the train rolling, gotta still get back to those job sites, check on everybody. We're heading to, right now, River Creek. It's one of our big neighborhoods we do a lot of work in. We're in that neighborhood doing multiple jobs all the time. We're one of the main builders in that neighborhood. We have a deck job that is getting wrapped up today. I just got the text saying it's getting ready to be wrapped up, so I just like to get out there when the crews are getting wrapped up to kind of walk it, see if there's anything that I can catch before they leave, before we do the walkthrough with you guys as the homeowners. That way if there's anything that we see that pops up, we can try to catch a little ahead of time for you. Normally we do these little quick updates outside, but since Florida doesn't want to Florida today and we're dropping temperature throughout the day more and more, today started out in the 70s and we're already down in the 60s. I know for all the snowbirds, people up north are probably looking at that going, that's still warm, but the breeze today is ripping pretty good. Keep the voice quality good for you guys, mic quality good out of the wind. So we figure we'd give you that quick update as we're driving to the next one. So go ahead and tag along and we'll see you at the next job. All right, what's up everybody? We made it to our second to last stop of the day. We're checking on this deck install going on over here in River Creek, like I mentioned on the drive over. So what you're gonna see on this job is you're gonna see the nice white Akoya deck. We're also breaking this white Akoya deck up with inlays of turf. So we kind of did it opposite than what you see on most jobs where you have the turf outlining the deck. This one here, we swapped it up a little bit, did the inset of turf to kind of break it up so it's a little bit different than what everybody else has. So you're gonna see this footprint of this job is very large. We expanded the whole entire area, maximizing the setbacks, going past the edge of the home. We have the seating area over here. We have the sunken fire pit area over there. We got the pool, we got the spa, follows a 40 degree angle that we have running across the back of the house here. We have a big, huge, massive cage on this thing to be able to really maximize that space with any small setback requirements. So the guys doing a really good job here. They're finishing the install in the sunken area, getting the borders all wrapped up, and getting this thing ready for a cage to get put on there. They'll have this thing wrapped up, I'd say, later today, if not first thing tomorrow morning. And I'll come back by, check in on it, and make sure everything's still coming together good. But from right here, it looks like they're doing a great job. What we got going on is we use all the white DOT sand with white cement mixed together. So what that's going to do for us is with this white Akoya deck is going to keep it from showing any kind of moisture through it or anything like that. So what he's doing right now is fine-tuning everything, screening it all out, making sure it's all level, and getting it ready for that deck material to get put on. And then if you come over here, what we're looking for too is just making sure that everything's lining up. So making sure we have our hide lids installed on all of our lids, so we makes our skimmers, our autofills, everything disappear. This is all obviously before all the sand and everything gets installed on it. So right now they look like their grout joints are bigger than what they really are, but it's more or less before all that nice fine sand gets put inside of them. Right over here, what we're looking at is the cohesiveness within the space. So as you see here, all of our sizes match up. So we got the 16s, 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 and make sure all of our cuts are exactly the same. So when you look down this, everything matches, all the same sizes between. So these are the same size as these, same size as those. So we want to make sure everything is symmetrical throughout. The border as well, right along the whole entire edge is all the same. And the biggest thing we try to shoot for is cohesion between everything to make sure no matter where you're looking at it, everything's coming together nice. It's that OCD part of me that I tell everybody that really drives me to make sure these jobs are perfect out here, is making sure all the stuff lines up and all of our guys know how that works. So they're usually pretty good about it, but I always like to come out and just get one more set of eyes on it so I can kind of help point them in a direction if they need, ask them if there's any questions they have. If not, we'll be out when we get it done and do a quick walk around. So while I'm here, I'm gonna grab some photos for our turf guys, make sure that we can show them what we need for turf. And with that, it's getting ready for them, and they'll be ready for them to come out here and get this done next week. So everything's in before that cage goes on. Returns are at a good height. Everything's good. Pool shell looks good. And yeah, let me go ahead and get this stuff sent off, and then we can get them in here and get this thing cleaned up and get this back filled up and ready to go. This is a pool we just shot yesterday. So we just got over here yesterday, got this thing shot, and now it's going to start its 30-day curing period. So while it cures up, we'll get this thing cleaned up, backfilled, plumbed. Before we start hanging tile and coping on the pool, we like to make sure it gets that 30-day curing period. So if there's any shrinkage or crackage or anything like that, it's done before we install that stuff on the pool. So this wraps up our day. It's great having you guys follow along. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on the bottom. Make sure you don't forget to give us those comments on suggestions on some good taco joints around town so we can try them out next week. Until then, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Follow along.